Yeah. It's just the same thing. Press it and stop and press it. Go ahead.
Obadiah 1 and 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Oh yeah, you're talking about Esau, you're talking about Donald Trump, man, how they hate him, man. That's how the energy, all right, of the whole world is gonna be, man. All right, they're gonna start hating the Edomites, chiefly the quote-unquote American Edomites. All right, they're gonna start hating them even more. All right, because all the shit that Esau is doing, okay, like the scripture say, let the weak say I am strong. All right, now these countries have the power to combat that shit. You know what I mean? So if you've been, you know, like we always say, you've been beating on somebody so long and doing all these things to them, all right, when they get the power to fight back, what you think they're gonna do?
That's why America don't want North Korea to have that weapons of mass destruction, because America trying to take over. Well, they basically took over South Korea, you know, and as long as these other nations got these weapons, man, America don't want that because they can't get their bully on.
The whole world is tired of America except the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Y'all the only ones that still think this place is like to be upheld and to be honored, okay? Like I know y'all know about the Kaepernick thing, you know what I mean? It's more niggas going at him than fucking Edomites, man. All right, it's more people that's fighting with him that's other tribes than anything, man. All right, because 2/3 love this place, man. But at the same time, the energy of the world, all right, is turning against America, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shad, man.
Yeah, like niggas like Chuck D and shit, man.
Yeah, man.
The nigga from wicked ass nigga, man.
Like them niggas got, you know, bro, in the sports and shit. Like I don't know if y'all know. I know y'all know Stephen A. Smith. All right, it's the other fat.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, Charles Barkley. It's another one. I can't remember his name. He's a cool ass nigga on Fox. All right, all they do is talk shit and try to uphold America, man. So it's funny. 2/3 of the nation of Israel is the only place that holds. It's the only people that hold this shit near and dear to their heart.
It's Joel chapter 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So they parted the land, scattered the nations of Israel, all right? And the Lord said He's going to plead with them in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which, as you can see, is actually just the Middle East. If you can find Israel, which is in this general area, this is where the Lord is going to plead with them there. Now, one thing y'all can do...
Hold it up, son.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
One thing y'all can do, like Apostle Hart said, this Middle East will be considered the Levant. Say what again? Yeah, I'm about to. This will be considered the Levant, you know, in the Middle East, which you would consider Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, that general area of the Middle East and shit. All right. Now the Lord said in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is primarily centered around Israel. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right. And He's going to plead with them there. With the Jehoshaphat means Yahweh Shaphat, or the valley of judgment. All right. And the Lord is going to destroy their ass because, for one, these heathens have no reason being in our land anyway. But like you said, they parted. They parted the land.
Yep.
All right. I had to look it up. That's what I was just doing. And when I looked it up, it said West Bank / Gaza. All right. That's exactly what we was just going into, and why these people so stirred up over there as well, man. All right. So it's going to be great judgment that the Lord is about to bring in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. But it's going to start there, and it's going to spread out everywhere else, man. And mind you, America backs up the Israelis. You know, they pay them annually like millions or billions of dollars every year, you know. So for that reason, they going to back them up if they go to war with the surrounding countries. And contrary to popular belief, the brother always talks about this, so I'm speaking on it anyway since it's up. Russia is fairly close to of America. Even though it's far over there, when you look at it on the globe scale, this is Alaska, this is Russia. Like the brother always says, it's only about 58 miles apart.
Yeah.
So it don't take much for them to reach this place and vice versa. So the Lord, pursuant, you mind getting that Gog and Magog? Yeah, that's the spirit, man.
Ezekiel 38.
He gonna draw them out, man. And he gonna have them go to war with Babylon, you know? But it's gonna start first in the valley of Jehoshaphat over in the Middle East. And that's what we telling y'all people, man. And it's gonna draw, like say for example, America got allies, like I said Israelis or who they in cahoots with? NATO and the EU, like France,
South Korea,
France,
Italy,
Spain, not Ukraine, Turkey.
Yep.
You know, these general, you know, like Europe and shit, they in cahoots with them. So they gonna all be at war, and mind you, Russia and China in cahoots because they got the BRICS bank. Dude, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. You know, so they all gonna stick together because they in cahoots. America and their allies gonna stick together, and it's gonna be one big ass war to end all wars. All right, before the Son of Man becomes, we opened up with in Matthew 24, and that's when we preparing y'all people to the battle to forewarn y'all of the judgment that's at hand. All right. You can just start with
Ezekiel 38:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them.
Right. So we are ought to prophesy against these modern day Russians, man. All right. We letting them know, look, y'all Edomites just like these Babylonians here in America are Edomites. Y'all the same people, but y'all gonna go to war with each other. And you can but I want to get Isaiah 19 because they the same people, but they gonna clash. All right. Here it is. This house is divided against itself, so it's only right that it must fall. You can get straight to the point.
Ezekiel 38:7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
So the Lord is basically telling you, look, keep waking up the mighty men, man. He gonna have some people that's gonna be set for defense, like what I'm thinking of Russia. They back in Iran. All right. Iraq. I think Iran was one of the last two countries to not have a Rothschild central bank as well. Venezuela was one, but I think they got it now. I'm not sure. But the fact of the matter remains, they're gonna be backing them. All right. Choosing sides and shit. All right. Just like the same way America's gonna be backing Israel. You got it.
It really goes to the business interests of these nations, man. All right, 'cause Russia got a lot of money in Iran. You know what I mean? So businesses and shit. So if America, when America invades Iran, okay, Russia gonna, to them, of course we know it's pretty hogwash and shot to these nations. But to them, it's all financial game, man. So it's gonna be Russia's. We not about to let America fuck up our money, man. All right, and that's when they gonna retaliate.
And when you think of it, Russia funds Iran's like nuclear program and shit. Like even though Iran got a lot of money in and of itself because they still on like the oil money and shit, but they get funded a lot of like weaponry and shit from Russia. You know. So with that being said, we just see once again what situation or state that we in. Like the scriptures say, can you mind getting it? 2 Peter 3 and 11 is it basically what manner of person you ought to be, man.
It's Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
So it's going to be modern day Edomites against other modern day Edomites. All right, I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown. When you look at like movies like Noah and Egypt and this and that, who portrays them men? Esau, Edom. So he whitewashing himself to be them people. It's not actually talking about Egyptians. All right, it's talking about Esau, Edom, and them Gog and Magog, them Russians. And these Americanized Edomites, they the same fucking nation. They the same people, but they gonna clash in war, and that's what's written.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom against kingdom, city against city. There's gonna be nations rising up, man. All right. The same way, like we were just speaking on the small scale side, the Palestinians rising up because they don't want that embassy being built over there, you know, in Jerusalem. Okay. Meanwhile, like I said, they fighting and dying over land that's not even theirs because it's our land, and we gonna inherit it back when the Lord purges and purifies it. Okay.
2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be?
Right, so seeing we in a state of war, seeing all this place gonna be dissolved, you know they got nuclear capabilities, the scriptures is asking you what manner of person ought you to be. Seeing all this is gonna take place, man. That's a question, you know? And you want it to the best of your ability, man. If you're a man and you're an Israelite on this sign here, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, man, if you Israelite, then you need to be doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Yahweh Shemi Yahweh, whatever your lot may be. Now you might need help, some might be prophets, but whatever your lot is, you need to do it, man. All right, because the scripture say, even Moses said,
what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right. And it's different levels of the heavens, man. You got this realm where he is, you got the atmosphere, and then you got where the Heavenly Father dwells, you know? I mean, you got outer space. That's what I'm kind of correlating with the atmosphere. And then you got the fourth dimension where the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah, dwells. But this heaven here where we at is going to be on fire. You know, this place here, America, is going to be on fire. Just like you see in the wildfires in Cali. You know how you see when they was driving through the city and it just looked like a fucking movie. All the mountains was on fire. There's fire everywhere. I mean, from top to bottom and shit. I'm talking buildings and all that type of shit was on fire. It's basically a small analogy or a glimpse of how America is going to be in the near future. So seeing that, what kind of person ought you to be? And that's what the scriptures ask. That's what the Lord want to know, man. All right? You want to be grounded and rooted in this truth. That's the answer. Matthew 24, 31.
It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other.
Right, so his angels, the reapers, they going to come back. All right, they going to, like the scripture said in Matthew 13th chapter, they going to bind the tares up to burn them, and he going to gather his wheat into his barn. All right, that barn is a representation for the chariots, aka so-called UFOs, you know. All right, and the Lord is he gonna like he said, he gonna gather his elect, man. Lord willing, we the elect as long as we endure to the end. And that's what we out here for, week in, week out. That's what we putting up videos every day, you know, constantly reading and studying and trying to fellowship with the brothers to the best of our ability, you know. This is what we doing this for, because it's pleasing to the Lord. And if so, that we be deemed worthy, we could potentially be of the elect. All right?
Verse 32, now learn the parable of the fig tree when his branch is yet tender and put forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh.
That's right. So picture it being the springtime, things start budding forth. You know that the summer is nigh, meaning near, you know.
Verse 33, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
Right, and all those things referred to started earlier up in the chapter, like Matthew 24, 6 through 8. They talk about hearing of wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, all right, uproars of the nations of the people, man. He said, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, all right? And we seeing all those things and then some, such as the chip, such as wildfires. Like the Lord said in Isaiah 29 and 6, He's gonna visit you with great storm and tempest, and earthquakes, and a devouring fire. We seeing it, and we witnessing that, man. All right. So we know that the Lord is near and visiting this place. And rather you people here in Fort Bear, we're gonna continue to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this place until the Lord plead our cause. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's a lot more.
Okay. It say, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
That's right. And for the most part, a lot of them is coming to pass. Not all of them ain't fulfilled yet, such as the chip being mandatory and things like that. But a lot of them prophecies, we seeing earthquakes. I mean, not even all of them get picked up on the Richter scale. Many of them just be small tremors that take place, you know. But the ones that do really hit, then the Lord bring judgment. The Lord be taking them out hundreds at a time, man. All right, and that's the Heavenly Father that's bringing His judgment. No one else. I don't even know how they don't consider that the Lord is angry with this place. And He got them wildfires in Cali, you know, and they in a drought. Mind you, they in the drought and they have a scarcity of water. So many of them can't even really fight it like they want. They got to use like fire retardants and powders from like Boeing 747s and shit, you know. So the Lord, he had the controversy with this land, man. And y'all just don't see it. And y'all ain't gonna see it until shit hit the fan, you know. The World War III and the Lord cracked them skies and come back with them chariots. That's the only time y'all gonna see and believe. Then y'all gonna count yourselves as fools, as the scriptures say, in that wisdom of Solomon, man. It's a bit more on your level, Bishop.
Okay, verse 35. Heaven and the earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
So that goes to tell you, though we under grace, you still got to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And not keeping them is why we in this predicament right now. Okay, go ahead.
This Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right, that's a question, man. Shall a trumpet? Because you know, before we used to go to battle, we were sounding alarm. Prime example when we marched around the walls of Jericho. All right, and we did it for like 7 days, I believe it was. And on the last time we shouted real loud, he said, "Be quiet, do it." And then the last time they shouted real loud, man, but they was blowing them trumpets too. They had some men specifically blowing the ram's horn. All right, and then the walls fell. We ran up in that bitch, you know. And that's just one example of how it's gonna be when the Lord comes. So right now we spiritually blowing the trumpet by forewarning you people of the judgment that's at hand. All right, so we spiritually blowing the trumpet. But even in these latter days, you're gonna hear the trumpet. Hell, you hear trumpets when a goddamn tornado siren go off, man. You know, it's a similar sound. I know it be off in the wind and this shit like that. Where the fuck is that noise even coming from? You know, you be hearing shit like that when it's like not an Amber Alert, but you know, like different, like a national weather event that's about to take place. They start sounding random sirens and shit, man. So the trumpet is being blown, and it's saying, "Who gonna not be afraid?" You got it?
It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done